start being overly nosy or treating the place like they still own every inch of it, even as I've paid, then I know technically they do own the place, but the fact that I've paid means that I'm now the one that is there, right? It's my space, it's my house, and I live in it. Diana Ross once said so. Okay. For me, I'm indifferent, but it's all dependent on the type of person that the landlord is. For some people, they would say that they don't want a space where the landlord is existing there, because some landlords come with trouble. Like, they do come with trouble. You cannot take that out. They will tell you, okay, music should not be too loud. Don't bring friends. Don't do this, don't do that. And I think that sometimes these rules or regulations are not always stated when the rent is being paid or when that agreement is being had. Until when you rent the place, that is when they will now say, oh, don't do this or don't do that. And they are okay, they didn't say anything because they wanted your money, right? But they want to start making the rules, because I feel like landlords who know what they want, they're very clear from the start. And that is why you hear people say, oh, I don't want to give up my house to people from this tribe. I don't want to give up my house to a single lady. We know that these are stereotypes that should not be reinforced. However, they exist very much because of beliefs that people have held over time, that, okay, because I've heard that some people behave this way, then why should I give my house? Not like if they've experienced the person.
They would tell you to be forewarned is to be forearmed.
Yeah, so they just want to like prevent everything. They don't want to just take the chance saying, if you are this, you are that, don't rent my house, or I won't rent my house out to you and everything. And then another thing, just on the flip side, other people will say, imagine you're owing your landlord, it's time for you to renew your rent or something. Do you know you can't even cook chicken or something? Because he'll be like, okay, you're owing me, living la vida loca. You are la vida and you are loca
in my property.
Exactly.
And then you tell me there's no money. Are you serious? Are you really serious? Right? Or his friends come over and he doesn't want to know whether it's the friends that have brought the chicken. No, he doesn't want to know. Right? All he knows is that there's a sweet smelling aroma
that is coming out from your kitchen. Do you know there are some landlords that they would live in the same compound with family? They don't want to pay the tenant that is coming. You should show that you know, with houses, I believe that if they are respectful, if they are well if they are respectful, if they are well advanced in knowledge, so you would never know, because people change. So the best thing I would still say, as much as I'm indifferent, or as much as I'm expressing my indifference, I would say that I would rather go for a house where there is
okay. For you, I think I see starts for me. Landlord, be there. Me, I want to have access to you. So when the things get badly, not because I'm
so do you think that having access, like they're going to fix anything?
Well, I'm going to mount that physical pressure. Some landlords are nonchalant regardless.
That's
the point. I'm going to mount that physical pressure. That's the point. I'm going to mount that physical pressure. And when you show your nonchalant attitude, right? And it is something, right? And it is something that we have to take to the next level. Because of course in Nigeria, now, see you in court. So let's go to court. But I'm seeing you, at least I'm telling you very politely, very respectful. But I'll make sure that before I'm telling you that
for instance, maybe a pipe that carries water in your house gets spoiled. Who would fix it? Or the lady fix it? Yeah, what would you do? Would you expect him to fix it? Or
the question is, before he got the house, was the pipe sold?
No, using it already, and then like, maybe something happened. It's about maintenance, and then like, maybe something happened. It's about maintenance. So maybe you not directly spoil it, but you noticed after maybe some weeks or after some time, you noticed. So maybe you not directly spoil it, but you noticed after maybe some weeks or after some time, you noticed that something like this. Would you fix it?
Well, I'll let it think you could, right? Since it's not into the pipe and I'll hand it, and then it got broken. Yeah, so that's not, something I directly did. But then the fact that I'm using it. I'm in that house. The fact that I'm using it. I'm in that house. So should I contact the landlord and I say, hey, oh, what do we do? Or is sounding uninterested, so to speak. I'll first of all fix it.
Because
for myself, I have to use it.
So will you spoil it if you are leaving?
No. You see, that's the
People who that's it. They fix everything when they are packing out, spoil everything. They painted those spoil
those should
they
be
ruin
jailed.
it all.
They should be jailed. Actually, you do stuff like that. You should be jailed when you didn't fix it. Scenario. I can remove everything. I fixed that.
So why do you think that one is justified?
I demand payment
for a refund.
For just cost.
Okay,
everything.
from the person who is packing it. Or
your landlord. It's the landlord. I don't have a business with who is.
But the landlord will say that you've used it. So if you did it and used it for a year, or depending on how long you used it,
he will also have the privilege. I have the right to remove it. It's just law. I have the right to remove it in the house the way it was.
Okay.
The way I met it. Yes. So it will now be on the shoulders of the new tenant to rewire everything. And if the landlord continues to act as though, it's for you.
Let's take it. Hello? Yes, good afternoon.
First time caller.
Oh.
Welcome.
Sorry to ask.
Yes.
It seems that never stays in the apartment. Because what the colleague is saying, what the gospel truth.
Who are you asking?
The thing is that as long as if you are the one that wired the house,
yes,
you bought your wire, you conviction, you know the place of the money where you got your money from to fix the house. Probably when you want to park, you notify the landlord, and the landlord was like, I have no business with it, or it's not going to be you, or you're not going to pay extra month on it. My dear, you are free to do what you put without following the house, just to pull out. It's another with one that stays in the house. And probably as you are using it, things got bad along the line.
Okay.
How about my sister? You are to fix it. When you didn't tell the landlord, you're watching before you get in the house. They will tell landlord, fix this, fix that, this. After seeing all those, the house.
Okay.
That's my take.
Awesome.
Also, let's ask you, comrade. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, would you live in a place or rent a place where the landlord lives in?
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? Well, I will stay. If it's not there, I will stay.
Okay.
As long as I will keep his rules, but all of us have their own rules. But they will tell you, this is my rule. So house has.
Yeah, comrade, yeah, we call from you. But thank you, far too kind, appreciate it. I mean, you've opened, some discourse at the time. We'll just go to take a quick break, and I've got a question I want to ask you, comrade. Come back.
All right, to hear that one. Well, thank you very much, Buffy.
Radio is an experience. Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja. Hello, Nigeria. Hello, Africa. Do you want to work in the healthcare sector? Do you want to be a trained, certified nursing assistant, medical assistant, or caregiver? If yes, then register to enroll for Push Africa's one-year diploma in certified nurse training happening at the African University College of Science and Technology, Abuja. Targeted trainees are unemployed graduates, O-level or graduates, or anyone interested in working as a support worker in the healthcare sector. For details, log on to www.pushafrica.org or WhatsApp 080-339-42015, 080-339-42015. For registration, pick up application form at our partner radio stations or visit the reception at the African University of Science and Technology, Abuja.
Things they happen for our community, eh? Now I can recoup back all the money I have spent on this annoying family.
Hey, yeah, that woman own don't finish.
My dear, let's go and greet them, okay?
Join Media Coalition and Awareness to hold trafficking, MICAS, on I Wish I Knew radio drama program every Saturday at 10 a.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Join us to kick human trafficking out of our society. I Wish I Knew radio drama and program is used by MICAS and funded Foreign Affairs of Denmark.
Please listen to this announcement. A prestigious spa and salon needs the following: a therapist, a nail technician, and a hair stylist. Interested applicants should send their CV via WhatsApp 081 579 17278. That is 081 579 17278. Thank you.
Imagine a city where green spaces thrive, communities connect, and innovation flourishes. Town planning shapes the future from potential hubs to public parks. Every detail matters. Town planning creates spaces that inspire and uplift the community. Join the conversation every Thursday by 5 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Town planning, building cities that thrive. This is brought to you by the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners FCT chapter.
Hanging out with friends is such a hobby, but chilling with your girlfriend? Such a booster. We talk about love, family, relationship, the shady, hilarious, fun, juicy, messy gossip in town. And the gentlemen on that table. Girlfriends, Mondays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Exclusive to Eagles 102.
Last.
In this holiday lockdown, my body got rid of them toxins.
Who's ready for winter? Woo! Nobody? Me either.
102.3.
Alrighty, we are right here on Eagles FM Abuja, and today is the TGRF edition of the Sunny Side Show. All right, you did shoot with your question. I remember you wanted to ask Comrade a question. So.
Oh, okay. I think we've established the place. Well, Comrade established the place where he says, excuse me, please,
No
where
problem.
he says that, look, whether you are there as a landlord or you're not there in the property, in a compound, he doesn't have a problem with that. Yeah? But let's come to the place of rules. Yeah, he said he could abide by the rule, whatever rules, that every house comes with a rule and all that. But most of the time, we have seen that there are hidden rules.
Okay.
Some that are unspoken, mostly unspoken. Apart from the one that you signed and
Why
everything.
are they unspoken?
Why are they unspoken? Right? Are the landlords trying to be spooky or something? I don't know. Or are they just trying to make things tougher for you as a tenant? You know? And these are the reasons why many people would want to say, I don't want to stay with the landlord in the home, right? I don't want y'all to be anywhere close to the environment where I stay. Because that's when y'all start hearing rules. Oh, you can't turn on your generator. You can't even use your AC.
The friends cannot visit.
Oh, it has to be one friend per day. You know, it's crazy.
No, there's some people that say that you, as the tenant, you cannot bring someone to live with you. They don't want more than a person.
That's it.
There are different rules. Like
But
some
it was
of them,
never there. And sometimes even in your...
No, but some landlords say it at the very start. But is it realistic? How would you expect someone to just leave alone?
Check this out. I've seen houses where there's a form. You'll
Okay.
sign. And they tell you how many of you, even when you wrote two. Even when you wrote two.
Like
sign.
you sign the
Yeah,
number
you
of
sign-
people
you
that
have
will
to
live
sign-
in the
you have to
house.
sign, yes. Yes. How many people are living in the house? But even if you wrote two.
Anything can happen.
They'll still come back. So it makes me
Okay.
wonder, did you guys, were the forms not from you, or was it something that you inherited?
Okay.
Is it an inherited form? Or you just put it for formality's sake? Maybe because they call it form, so you call it formality. And then you come, when we now come to the real deal, and you see some other person, we're staying together and stuff, and the next thing you're saying, I don't want to, it's just you I know, I don't know this other person.
Other
But come
person,
on,
yeah.
in the form, I already stated two. And they said, well, that's the form.
So what's the question, gun, that you want to ask?
So the question is, what about those unspoken rules?
Okay.
Now you are not aware of these rules. Yeah? In fact, up until the place where you paid the money, they told you the others. But they didn't tell you these other ones after you paid the money.
So it's when you paid that those rules started coming.
That's right. And then they put you in the middle of deciding whether to continue with the house or to collect a refund. They will even tell you, if you can't abide, we'll just give you a refund now. And then you start to think to yourself, man, I've gone through all this process, agent's fee, all this fee, and all of that, and then I'll collect just the money I've paid, and from it again, or I'll still remove the agent's fee for the other place I'll be looking for. You know, all of these things can be very tedious and psychologically draining, I might add, yeah, in that regard. You're between the devil and the deep blue sea, and you're like, you know what, I'll just take it.
All right.
I'll just take it for now.
Let us in on your thoughts. Would you live in the same house with your landlord or not?
Okay.
And if you would leave, why? And if you would not, why? 090-7353-0044 is the number to call us. And even as a landlord or yes, a house owner, would you live in the same compound or in the same house
With your tenant.
with your tenant?
No.
Yes.
No,
Now,
so
you know,
say no.
sometimes when we say that our landlords live in the same home, some people have this picture of it's a face me, I face you kind of thing. There are very big houses where some landlords are just there, not like some of them don't constitute nuisance. Actually, some landlords just want to be on their own and they just want to just vibe. Well, let's pick this call. Hello.
Okay. Well, that's the best though. Well, we'll advise that you call 0907-353-0044. That is 0907-353-0044. Let us know if you've had an encounter that you want to talk to us about, while stating for us which you would prefer.
I
Let
think
us
we
know.
had a call.
Let's go take this.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Gaius and I'm calling from Boy.
Awesome.
All
awesome.
right. Did you say Garis?
No, Gaius. Gayus.
Gaius.
Gaius.
Okay, Gaius. Oh, a very unique name. I must
Is this
say,
your first
Gaius.
time
I think
calling?
this is the second Gaius I know.
Oh, really? Is this your
Yes.
first time calling?
Yes.
Awesome. Look at you, Gaius. Look at you now. Welcome aboard, Gaius.
Welcome.
Talk to us, Gaius. Talk to us.
Okay. For me, I will not live where my landlord is.
Why, my brother? Why?
Some landlords are troublemakers.
Oh.
Ah.
Yes.
Why?
Sometimes for you to play music problem. Yes, that's why I said I cannot live where a landlord is
Okay.
living together with us.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Gaius. Straight to
Gaius
the point.
wants to have his
Straight to the point.
privacy
I've got to
and
have
his
my
freedom
privacy, man.
to
Yeah.
play his music
Yeah.
anytime he wants to
Yeah,
play.
yeah,
He's
but
a young man.
don't box me
You
out.
only live once,
Don't
isn't it?
box
So
me. Don't box me now, please, landlord. Please stay far away, far away.
bad energy, stay far away. Hey,
Yeah,
baby,
that's the
stay
thing.
far away.
I think it's a bad energy thing. Please stay far away from me, you landlord of bad energy.
Like you were just
Yeah?
putting all of that up. What do we call it now? Oh my God. What do you call the situation?
What is it?
You know, there's a way they call it in Roman Catholic and everything.
Oh,
but there's
the burning of incense.
yes,
The
but
incense
there's something they do.
Oh,
how we
okay.
call it in the secular
Okay.
world. Anyway,
Okay.
when I
Okay.
remember,
Yeah, we'll
or
talk
someone
about it.
help me. What's that word? You know, sometimes we forget some of these things.
Yes.
Hello.
Uh-oh. What is going on? Hey, we already gave you a number you should stick to. Or basically though, hit us up on WhatsApp. Leave a message right there, and we will herald your thoughts. The WhatsApp number is 0909-705-4450. 0909-705-4450. A little bit, I got a twitch with my tongue, so let me give it to you again. Thank you, Cassie. 0909-705-4450. Leave a message on there and let us know what you would pick. What would be your pick? Would you rather stay with your landlord in the same compound, or you would want to have your privacy, you to yourself, with the rest of the tenants, while the landlord only comes for a visit when he needs his pay time?
Let's try again.
Okay, this is some tune, right? But yeah, or you better still, you just call on to 0907-353-0044. 0907-353-0044. Or better still, go to the social media platforms. I mean, there is a television that is being hosted right there, courtesy Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and let us know what your thoughts would be.
Hello.
Hello, please.
Comrade.
Oh, Comrade is back. Welcome back, Comrade. Talk to us, Comrade.
I heard your question.
Yes, please, Comrade. Talk to us.
The thing is that I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Be landlord, be tenant is vice versa.
Okay.
Some of the attitude some landlords display are based on what they have experienced in the hands of the tenant. I'm not saying some landlords are perfect, or they don't have their own ups and downs, or they are not crazy. Some are like that. Like the same way with the tenant. Some tenants don't come and collect house from you, or don't come and rent house from you. They will be humble. You will trust in Jesus Christ that come down from heaven. After giving them their apartment, few days later you see their true color. Mostly if their house rent is due, they will start telling us tomorrow, next tomorrow, next tomorrow. And you know, some of these landlords are elderly people. They are very calculated what they will use the money for. It's very posting these people. So make them start having second thought. Then they will not start bringing what is not in the agreement. Yes. And most of these landlords, the age one, most of these agreements, you know, the thing is being given to them by their children, not as if they are aware of it. New generation. So they have to start like, let's meet up with where things is and all those things. It's not so on a very good day, the good day, landlord when they collect house, this face me, I face you house. They don't have financial agreement. If not nowadays,
okay.
Then they don't have.
Okay.
Yes.
I get that part. All right. Comrade has given us that perspective.
Anyway, you might be shocked at the very young landlords that we have out there. They are no longer old anymore. I agree that some landlords are old and advanced, but we really have landowners who are very young out there. Regardless, it doesn't take away the fact that Comrade said something very profound, that some of these rules come from past experiences. And I would want to believe that once bitten, twice shy. They are trying to build on that experience or the experiences they've had to safeguard their property and also protect their mental peace. Because there are some tenants that, let's face the fact, they come with trouble. Some tenants come with trouble. Hello?
Hello, Cassie, baby.
Yes.
Barista, my sweet barista.
Ochanya, welcome aboard.
Barista.
Yes, please, Ochanya.
I did not hear your voice this morning, so because of the office that I did not put my radio on. It was my husband that called me now. You said your sweetheart is on air. I said, I said,
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. God bless his soul. God bless him. Oh my God. Ochanya, are you serious?
She just wanted to chip in.
Ooh,
Barrister, know that I'm here and I'm listening to you.
Now that you're here and you're listening to us, please let us know. Let us know, right? Would you? I don't think you're with a landlord where you stay, because many times you've conversed with us it does seem as though it is your house. Yeah, and that feels good. Congratulations to you. But the point now would be, hey, have you ever lived with a landlord before? Have you ever lived away from your landlord before? Which of these situation or circumstance would you like to find yourself again?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Ambassador from Airport Road.
All right, Ambassador, go ahead.
Welcome aboard. Talk to us, Ambassador.
I don't know whether to say I'm very lucky. I've always stayed with my landlord in his house.
Wow.
And I don't have any regrets at all.
Awesome.
The truth is that if you stay with your landlord, there are so many advantages. What affects you affects him. In terms of one, security. He sees you, and there's no thing, going to see him when there is any problem.
Right.
He's there, right there. And I can stay with anybody, though.
Okay.
Whether the landlord or anybody. So it depends on how you carry yourself and how you comport yourself.
Okay. So, Ambassador, if you were to choose again, would you rather stay with a landlord in the same compound or not?
I prefer to even stay with my landlord. Makes things easier.
Come on, talk to me. I like it. Okay. Thank you so much, Ambassador. Right, appreciate that one.
Thank
from
you so much, Ambassador. We
says,
appreciate you.
I will stay with my landlord anytime, any day, come rain, come shine. And he also added something very, very intrinsic. It says, I don't know. It seems like I've been really lucky.
That means he's been meeting really blessed landlords.
Oh, yeah.
But there are people out there that cannot relate.
But I can tell you one thing, Ambassador. One of the reasons you are also perceived, or you perceive the situation lucky, is because of who you are. Your
I
personality.
think it makes it easy.
There's a way you live your life. You command the respect of even your landlord, your fellow tenant, anybody, even your neighbor. They don't even have to talk to you. They just, by seeing the way you comport yourself outside, oh, come on. Nobody does just come to you and say trash. Nah, they hold you in high esteem, right? There's that factor of mystery. It's some like a mystery, right there. And people just want to find you out. They want to know more. They want to, that inquisitiveness that just comes in to the entire process. I mean, that's just what life is about. Life's all about, away from the predictions and all of that, you have also shown that you are worthy of such treatment. And that goes back to the place of, hey, what type of tenant are you too? Oh yeah, that question. Now, none of y'all want to answer it.
A very big question.
A very big question.
A very big question, I must say. What type of tenant are you? As much as you're looking out for the type of landlord you want.
That's right.
What type of tenant
are you? Yeah.
Big question.
Right. So if you're a yo-yo tenant, yo, you should get a yo landlord. It just works that way. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay, so the bad people should meet the bad people while the good people meet the good people.
Well, because that's the only
time.
But
life doesn't even work that way, so very unfortunate.
Well, you may be right there, Cassie. Life does not work that way, honestly. But then it also means that you should be able to show wisdom at every point. You should have some levels of wisdom. And you talked about knowledge, you talked about meeting people who have understanding and all of that.
Yeah.
If you are in Israel, become an Israelite. If you are
in Rome, behave like the Romans.
Now you're in Nigeria, behave like a Nigerian.
How do Nigerians behave?
Big question.
Big question.
A lot of big questions now going on. But whether or not you're staying with your landlord in the same compound or you are staying outside your landlord and everything, hey, just do the needful, right? That house is your property for the moment. Okay. How would you like, someone treat your property, right?
Let's reverse the roles. How would you feel?
How would you feel? So think about your comfort first of all. Yeah, think about your comfort. So if there is fire guts the building or the apartment where you stay. God forbid, just saying. Yeah, you'll wait now until landlord comes. No, you'll find a way to extinguish it. Yeah. You find a way to extinguish it first, and then do 1 or 2 repairs for the night, at least so you can even sleep through the night. Then maybe in the morning, conversations will, ensue. As long as there's life,
there is hope.
They say.
All right. I didn't know you were so philosophical. Anyway, thank you
I learned
so
from
much.
the best now. You're sitting right next to me. I'm learning from you. Should we take this?
Let's risk it.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Ernest. How are you doing today?
Oh, so the boy is feeling good.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Judy.
Dawo, good afternoon. How you doing?
We come back to you. You don't drag me call Market Square.
Yes, so. Yeah, talk to us, Ernest.
Yeah. One thing I noticed living in town or big cities, you don't live with your landlord because most of the houses is estate.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is it. Okay. Two places I have lived now, there is no landlord. The first one we only have a caretaker relation to the landlord who was there with us.
Okay.
But the second place, the man is even late, so it's the children are not even staying there. It's an estate.
Okay.
So that is it.
Okay. So,
but there is nothing. Okay.
Yeah. No, I was going to ask the question. Which would you prefer? Which would you prefer? Staying with a landlord?
Both is good. It depends on both are good. So it depends on, everything have to come with rules and regulation.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it does depend. But anyone is preferable for me. But it depends. There must be a rule. There must be a rule before you are given the house.
Okay.
They give you the lay down rules and regulations. So it's not left for you to decide if to choose to or not.
Right.
So that's it.
All right. Thank you.
Terms and conditions apply.
All right. I wish we could go on, but this is what we have to call it a wrap so that we can prepare for the next program. Thank you so much for listening to this particular episode of the show. Thank you. We appreciate you.
That's right. We do. And I'll leave Cassie to just give a wrap to it, but she already passed the baton on to me. So I just want to say, hey, keep you listening, keep your ears open, and make sure you follow across social media platforms because we're coming like a bombshell.
Okay.
The hits for your drive home.